All right, everybody. In Boca Chica. I don't know if you can hear me or if this setup works because this is the first time I'm doing something live, but I am in Boca Chica right now, and in the back over there, you can see the test tank on the launch stand, and yeah, this is Texas right there. So like I said, I don't know if you can hear me. So if you, there's somebody there. Can you tell me? Can you tell me that you can hear me?
I can hear. Oh.
Now you can hear me, but can they hear me? Can you guys hear me? You can hear me.
Cool.
Yeah. Very nice. All right, so this is it. We're standing here in Boca Chica. I got the camera so you can see me. I'm gonna switch it around now. Give me a second. I got a little crowd here too. Look at these people. These are the lucky ones to join me. That's Sammy right there, and there's Mike, and there's Jema. And we're standing here in Boca Chica. So I'm gonna turn the camera around here real quick. Give me a second. So this is it. This is the place. We came with the car. Look at this. We just drove up and we're standing next to SpaceX. How awesome is this? So, yeah, they're strapping it down right now. So there's probably gonna be testing, hopefully tonight. So I'm gonna be hopefully seeing this because at 5:30 tonight we're gonna have the meetup. Yeah, thank you. It's a rental car. And if there's going to be, I don't even know. Can anybody tell me if there's going to be a road closure tonight? Maybe so I can see your chats. No, I'm German. I don't even know if there's going to be a road closure tonight. So. This is it. Hey Miko, how's it going? So I've been enjoying the United States for a while now. We've been here for 6 days. We went to Florida, Kennedy Space Center, saw CRS-20 go up in the middle of the night on a boat, Starfleet Tours. I can definitely recommend that. Awesome place. It's just an incredible thing. If you have never seen a launch, I recommend it. It is just mind-blowingly cool. And yeah, we went to Kennedy Space Center, did every tour there is. I'm gonna have a lot of that on my on the next 2 episodes probably, because I'll have to cover a lot of what happened with Starship while I was on my trip here, and so I'll have to do a little catching up with what happened at the SpaceX site. But I'll use a lot of the footage I did. My patrons saw a lot of it already, or fair bit of it, and I'm gonna make a nice tour of Kennedy Space Center. That's gonna be really good. That is really big, yes. That thing is huge, even though it's just a little hopper. It is gigantic when you're standing in front of it. It's just crazy. We were at the construction site earlier. This road over here, just basically if you follow that road, 5-minute drive, you're at the construction site, and it's even bigger there. But the Star Hopper is incredible that it's still sitting here, and it is just awesome. I mean, look at this. There's work going on everywhere. The whole place is buzzing. I don't know if you can hear the sound going on from the construction site here. There's action everywhere. The place is exploding, basically. Thank you. Thanks for having me in the States. Yeah, nothing's closed tonight. All right. Hopefully, is there any closures planned for tomorrow? Maybe, because I'd love to see a pressure test going on. So let me just read your. I don't have a Tesla. This is a Toyota Camry, and it's doing good though. It's the only thing I could get at Brownsville Airport. They're building a whole new airport right now for SpaceX in Brownsville, which is crazy too. The whole place is getting ready for SpaceX.
I will.
I could probably stand next to the Star Hopper, but I won't, because I heard that it is not good if you cross the road. And I'm close enough right now. I could throw a stone at it. It's just amazing. I mean, look at this. We're having a blast here. Don't worry, guys. My hotel is in Brownsville. That is a solid 20-minute drive from here. And tonight we're gonna go to South Padre, which is right over there in the distance. You see these tall buildings? That's South Padre. I guess it is. Should be the right direction. And that's where we're heading tonight for the meetup. And everybody's going to be there. I'm so looking forward to that. Everybody said that they're going to come. Maria, Mary, Jean, maybe even Louis, which would be awesome. Louis, if you're watching this, I would love to meet you too. Austin Barnard's going to be there. So all the locals. And that is going to be so cool. Yeah, this is it. This is the real deal. I'm standing next to it. We have a pretty cold day here right now. And there's rain coming up from over there, as you can see. So we might have to pack up soon. But I'll be streaming as long as I can, and as long as the battery goes, and as long as I have reception here, which is crazy that I have. Thanks to Jean for the tip on which mobile carrier to use down here, and it works. It seems to work. You have a stable stream, and that's all I wanted. Yeah, I don't know when the cryo test is going to happen. I had no time. I'm jet lagging all the time, hopping on airplanes and moving through the place. So I'm not the best, the most informed right now about what's going on here, but I'm standing next to it, which is cool too. So Starship Launchpad, Boca Chica, Texas. As you can see here on the sign over there. Let me just, oh, I can't zoom in. That's kind of, there you go. See that sign over there? That's it. That's the place. Oh, wait, don't get dizzy. Oh, I'm still working on the, there we go, that's good enough. Yeah, I'll be here today and tomorrow, and the next day I'm already gonna head back to Germany because I've got a lot of work to do. I made so many recordings here, and I've spent 10 days, and I don't want to let you, don't want to keep you waiting for the next episodes, because 10 days enough. I'm missing my family, and my wife wants me back, and the kids are sending me voice messages every day basically. So I'm gonna head back to Germany, but I had to take this in. This is just incredible. It's just amazing. It's really, I'm sorry guys, it's really hard to read the chat on the phone because there's like 5 chats at the same time that I can read. So I'm trying to read everything I can. Yes, Tesla is affecting the German auto industry, and that's why they're building the Gigafactory over there right now, which is a smart move in my opinion. It's gonna give a good kick in the butt for the German automobile industry, so they wake up that they should change something, and yeah, I'm all for that. I did meet Tim, yes, in Florida. I had a beer with him for 2 to 3 hours, talked, and he's moving to Florida right now, and I'm planning to maybe move to Florida too. It's not official yet, but I might become a US citizen rather soon to just be closer to the rocket action. Grüße zurück. Yeah, I'm missing Germany right now, of course, because it's my home country, but this is Florida. The Kennedy Space Center was amazing, and this is mind-blowing. Basically, it looks different when you see it on a picture. I mean, I can show you again, but it'll still be just a picture on your screen. This is amazing. This thing is huge, and it flew through the air, and we all watched it, and it's a historic site. Basically, it really is, and it looks like it too. The whole atmosphere here it's incredible. I'm not too sure if I'm completely zoomed out here. Let me just try if I can. There we go, that's better. Favorite thing to do there? We did all the tours available at Kennedy Space Center, and one of them is called Rise to Space. And that is, when you enter Kennedy Space Center, you see a rocket garden where they have all the big exhibition going on with the Saturn 1B and the Titan rockets and all that kind of stuff. That's all nice. And the Saturn 1B is incredible to see. But there is a true rocket garden that Sammy and I found on one of the tours. It's a hangar next to the Kennedy Space Center lighthouse that we went on to as well. And in that hangar, you find all these early cruise missiles that they started with at the Cape. And they are in pristine condition. They look like you could put them on a launch pad right now. That was amazing. I did a lot of footage there, so don't worry, I'm gonna put that on an episode. And you can see those. Selfie is needed. All right, I'll turn around the camera so you'll... There we go. That's the crowd right there. Give me a second. Look at this. Selfie time with the hopper. I mean, look at this. That thing is huge. It's so awesome to be here. Look over there, the test tank. This is just, and it's way out here. It's just, there's nothing around it. There's dunes here and you can see the sea over there. If I turn the camera over there, that's the end of the road down there, basically. That's where the sea is. There's nothing here. This is Brownsville, Texas. There is nothing around here. I mean, I'm turning the camera again. Give me a second. Look at this. There's nothing. Like literally flat terrain, nothingness. And there's Sammy coming into the picture, waving to the crowd. There's about 1,000 people watching you right now, by the way.
Felix!
Woo! We're having a blast, as you can see. About 1,000 people watching us right now, standing next to the Star Hopper here. This is...
What about it?
It's incredible to be here. I met so many nice people here. We had 2 meetups with Julia Bergeron in Florida, and random encounters at the gift shop of people approaching me, asking me if I'm Felix from Germany. It's still very strange feeling to me, but there we go. I appreciate it, and it's incredible. There it is. It's right in the chat, so I can't see it right now. But if I stretch like this, you're all the way at the end of my arm right now. Let me turn the camera again. 1 second. There we go. This is much more practical. I'm sorry for not showing my face, but this is better for me to hold the camera like this. So yeah, they strapped the tank down. We're working on a launch pad right now. There's people under it. If I zoom in a bit again, you can see it better. There's people standing under it, doing preparations, probably hooking it up to the fuel. And I'm gonna walk over here a little bit to give you the view through the gate, because there is one open gate here where I can poke through with the camera and you get the fenceless view. Look at this. Even without a fence, you can get so close. Incredible. Yep, it's already starting to rain here, so I might have to change my plans and come back later, because I don't have any if you look behind me right now, see that coming up there? That is a big rain cloud, and it's already fizzling on the ground. So I might have to leave here very soon. This is the coldest, the Floridians told me that it's the coldest winter they've ever had in a long time. It was down in the 50s Fahrenheit, and around 15 degrees Celsius for the rest of the world. For me, that was just very warm, because I left Germany, and Germany is 20 Fahrenheit, well below zero. It was when I left. Snow there and ice, and so here it is nice and warm, even though it starts to rain right now, or a little bit at least. And but the Floridians all said that it is really cold, and I couldn't quite understand them, because they're used to the heat. There you go. That's the tank section right there. Thanks for the super chat, much appreciated. Yep, that's it. That's the place. It's crazy. I'm standing right here. This is so awesome. I mean, look at this. There we go. That's the hopper right there. It's right next to the road. As you can see here, it is just literally sitting next to the road. If I would cross over, I could touch it. I could probably touch it. Thank you very much for the super chat. Very generous. Thank you. That's going to be my coffee money for tonight. We're going to have the meetup in over there, actually, in the distance, at South Padre Island. I'm going to switch the camera again so you can see it again. For those who came early, who came later, I'm going to try to zoom in on it. That over there, the tall buildings over there, that should be South Padre, and that's where we're going to do the meetup tonight. And the zooming with the camera is really stupid here. There we go. So yeah, this is it. I still can't believe I'm here. It's incredible. I mean, look at this. There's more people under the launch pad right now, so they're teaming up to probably hook up the tank. I'm pretty sure they're gonna go for preparations here. I'm gonna try to avoid filming the person over there. So there you go. He's moving a little bit. I might be able to zoom in again. There we go. Under there right now working. Hissing sounds. It's incredible. It is just incredible. I wish I could be here every day, basically. I would do that, definitely. I can understand why the locals are here every day, filming and documenting and poking into everything they can find, because that is something. Still have the hose hooked up there on the dome. But if there's no road closure, there's not going to be a test. That's for sure. And I would love to see a test. I just missed the big boom the other day. That would have been fun. Yeah, you're welcome. If you want to, I can switch to vertical. No, I won't shoot at the Starship. Don't worry. That is a precious thing. Should not damage it. There we go. It's incredible. Anything specific you guys want to see? Shoot it now. I'm reading the chat. I'm going to zoom on anything you want me to, because I can, for the first time, control this camera. I'm going to be flying home on the 10th, which is in 2 days, sadly. The Lab Padre Cam is not here. The Lab Padre Cam is at Maria Pointer's property, and that is down that road 5 minutes from here. I'm gonna meet Maria tonight, hopefully, and Mary and Jean, and everybody's gonna be there. So if you're close, it might be worth coming to South Padre tonight. I have forgotten the place. Mike, what's the name of the place again where we're gonna meet up? The Sea Ranch restaurant in South Padre. One Padre Boulevard. See,
South Padre Boulevard.
the people I'm here with are more informed than I am. I've been so busy traveling and catching up, and there is no Raptor under it. No, it doesn't look like it. Nope. No. There's a lot of stuff under it, but I could spot a Raptor engine, I'm pretty sure. No, there's nothing under it. That's just pressure testing. There's not going to be any. You would need a second fuel tank on top of that anyway, and a lot more plumbing and equipment on it to fire Raptors. Take a selfie. I took a lot of selfies before I turned on the live stream, don't worry. Yeah, where is the scrap of serial number 1? Is it still around? I can't see it. There's a bulkhead over there, I think, behind the Star Hopper. I'm gonna move to the other side here real quick. Give me a second. But I think the scrap's already gone. They're building everywhere here, literally everywhere. Yeah, there is scrap over there. Is that? It could well be. Yeah. Thanks for pointing it out that I should look for the scrap. That is interesting. Over there, right there. There's your scrap. Part of a bulkhead and part of the hull, I would say. I'm going to zoom in. Give me a second. There you go. There is definitely scrap laying around here. Everything else is cleaned up already. My local time is 11 something, yeah, 11:18, yep. Another 2 hours of shift from Florida down to here. It's another 2 hours of time shift, and I'm jet lagging constantly. I have been for the last week or so, but it's worth it. And there's the famous SpaceX RV, everybody. Look at this. This is so cool to stand right next to it. I can walk down the road with you guys if you want to. If the reception goes down, start shouting if it gets choppy, because I don't know how far the cell phone reception reaches down here. I'm happy that I actually have reception. So, yep, they're building everywhere. The whole place is buzzing with people and cars moving around and equipment being moved and drilling and cutting and whatever. It's the whole place is exploding. Boca Chica, or Brownsville especially, right now I got the vibe that everybody's getting ready. The motel that we are staying at has been refurbished recently. They're building a new airport. Everything is preparing for SpaceX to ramp up even more here, because Brownsville, Texas is something. It's a place that is definitely not prepared right now for Starship construction line, basically what Elon wants to do here. Is the stream still good?
Yeah, I'll get this train.
Okay. Stream is good. Thank you, Miko.
Okay, so yes.
Yeah, this is something. That's the ramp over here. If you go through this gate over there, that's the ramp that leads up to the launch pad. And here, where my finger is pointing right now, is where they want to build the landing pad. I'm gonna lift you guys up a little bit so you can see it better. I won't be able to see the screen, so excuse me for not reading the chat. Give me a second. Oh, there you go. You're all the way up now. I don't know how much you can see, but you should be barely above the fence. And this is the landing site. It's the landing site, and over there, on the other side here, that's the launch site. So that's the two major features of this site. And like I said, 5 minutes down this road over there is the construction site. But my reception over there was even worse than here. So I don't know if I can stream from there. Because it starts to rain right now. So we're gonna get in the car. I'm just gonna keep this running because I can drive with one hand, and my setup is smart, so it doesn't need more than one hand to hold. And we're gonna drive over to the construction site now. Like I said, if the stream goes out, that's bad luck and I can't change it. I can't put up a mobile tower here, but this is it. So we're going to the car, walking down the sandy road in Boca Chica. This is incredible to be here. Thank you all for turning on the stream and for having this experience together with me. This is it feels so random to be here and to actually be able to walk right up to it. It's just next to the road. Yeah, and there is a big rain cloud coming in, so we have to get into the car. At least we have to do that. And as I said, if the stream, I think Sammy's gonna drive for the first time. That would be something. Are you going to drive?
No, I'm just lining up.
Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna drop down to the construction site and see if the stream stays up. Like I said, guys, if it goes away, that's the way it is. I can't change it, but I'll record and I'll be back after the rain for sure, because this is a site that it takes longer than 5 minutes to get all this in. Seeing it for real is something different than seeing it on a screen, and as you all know, I'm kind of crazy about all this, so that is something. All right, getting in the car and we'll see how far this goes. So you're gonna take a ride with me on the car.
You want me to hold it?
Well, Sammy could hold the camera. Yeah, that would be cool, because then I have, I need the keys though. You got the keys.
Yeah, keys are here.
All right, Sammy's gonna hold the camera. There you go, we're inside the car now. And we'll see how far the stream goes. So you're taking a ride with us in the car. I'm sorry for touching the microphone. The belt. There we go. I'm gonna turn around. There's nobody coming. So, welcome to the Y-Mobile. Going down the road in Boca Chica, and we'll see how far this stream goes. Because on the way over there, I'm pretty sure it's gonna turn off. I'm hoping it's not, but I'll try to fix it as soon as we're at the launch site. If the stream goes out, stay tuned. I'm gonna try to, yeah, there we go. I'm driving the car right now in Boca Chica on Highway 4, at the end of Highway 4 actually, and Highway 4 has a lot of potholes. We had to drive slow when we came down here. And point the camera over there. There's the interesting part, so the people can see it as long as the reception goes. This is the place. This is it. That's the construction site over there, and we just left the launch pad, which is, as you can see, right next to each other. It's max 5 minutes drive if you take your time. Actually, it's more like two or 3 minutes or something like that. And they're building the high bay over there right now. They have a new nose cone up, and when we were there half an hour ago, they were actually lifting up a bulkhead into the high bay, so they're constructing in there too. And my guess is it's going to be another oxygen tank that they're building there. We'll have to see. I don't know yet, but this is the place. There's the antennas over there on the right side for communication. When they're actually gonna fly with the Starship, they're gonna use those antennas to keep the communication with the avionics up and running. And I think it stopped raining, which would be cool. Let me just turn off the wipers. So the stream is still going?
It's still going.
It's still going. Okay, very nice. All right, you're taking a ride with me on Highway 4 for all those who just came in. I'm driving down Highway 4 right now towards the construction site to show you that. It looks beautiful. The new nose cone is super shiny, and it's sitting in the Texan sun right now, and it's a sight. Definitely is. It's incredible. It is incredible to be here. So happy. This is a rocket nerd's dream come true right now. And if I move to Florida, which I said earlier, we're seriously thinking about moving to Florida, I'll be down here more often, because it's just a 3.5 hour flight through Houston. And that's not too, it might be too far off. I got 3 kids. You know, he does it. Don't have enough reception here, but at the launch site. Moving back to the launch, I don't know how. I'm gonna close the window. I'm traveling back down to the right now, where I surprisingly have some sort of reception. I don't have any reception up at the construction site, so I'll only be recording there, and I can't live stream from there. Well, I'm happy that I can live stream from somewhere. We just drove past the famous Boca Chica village sign on the left side of the road. That's probably going to be gone soon, because Boca Chica village, as you all know, is in the process of being closed down, basically, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to go and make it private. I'm pretty sure about that. Would be the right thing to do for them, so they're probably going to do it. And before they closed down the highway 4, that was really important for me. There's a butterfly crossing the road. There we are again. They must have some sort of cell phone tower around here, because down here I have a reception and up there I don't. A lot of marshland here, swamp, dunes, sand, and historical markers. There we go. We're back at the Star Hopper. There's still the half of the silhouette they put on there. For comparison, I'm gonna pull over here, make the U-turn. There we go. This is it. And it's not raining anymore, so that's a good thing. So, we'll get out of the car. And American cars, by the way, if you don't know it, American cars always make sounds. They bing and ding and toot and honk and whatever. There we go, we're back. I can't, give me a second. There we go, now I can see the chat again. So the reception should be the same as it was before, right now. Give me a Zoom out here. Oh, this is a pinch zoom on the phone. It's terrible. There we go. That's better. All right, so they're preparing for a test, and I don't know when the test is going to be. I'm not coming to LA on my trip, no. Sammy went through LA because he came from, let me switch camera again here. There we go. Sammy went through LA because he came from Australia, from the other side. And I came from Germany, which is on the, when you come from Germany, you approach the United States from the east side. And so I'm not gonna go through LA. I've been to LA before. That's a long time ago though. That was 15 years ago, last time I went to LA. And I don't know why this thing is always turning off the live chat. There we go. There we go. Yeah, great reception. From here, the reception is just perfect. But from up there, where the construction site is, I am basically getting zero reception. So I'm gonna have to ask Gene how he does it, because he's using T-Mobile as well, and he's getting a good reception up there. So we'll see. Maybe I'll figure it out. We'll have to wait and see. The rain cloud passed over there. Oh wow, look at that. I'll switch the camera again for you to see that rain cloud, because that is there's Mike right there sitting watching, and that rain cloud here is what barely missed us. So we just got a few drops from it, and that thing would have made us soaking wet. But over there it looks much clearer, and so the bad weather looks like it's gone. That's an amazing sight. Sounds like a running compressor over there of some sort. Hard to tell from here. I'm gonna zoom in again. Give me a second. There we go. Still people under it. I don't know if you can see it on the stream. I'm just gonna move here a little bit. I'll lift you up again. There you go. Now you can't see them right now. They're behind the cherry picker. And this is the new test article. I'm gonna try to do a slow pan, or really difficult with this. There we go. That's slow enough. So the weld quality went up very good. It's much better than before. So it's the thrust structure sitting down there with a looks like holes. It's actually welds though. You can always tell what the thrust section is. So that's the lowest part of the tank section right there, sitting on the launch mount. And normally you'd have another tank on top of it that would go all the way up, and but that's missing. This is just for pressure testing right now. And yeah, I know. I sound less German when I'm... There you go. It's just because it's not... It's a different thing if you're sitting at home and you've got something scripted and researched, and you're sitting in a silent studio and you do your thing in front of the camera. There's always something different than a live stream. There's some cyclists coming by here. There's a lot of cyclists here going down the road, sitting in a studio, and compared to people taking pictures over there, and it's crazy. This site is gonna boom in the future. That is, the people here, I'm telling you, the people here are not prepared for what's gonna happen here. If this thing pumps out 2 Starships per week, this is gonna be crazier than Kennedy Space Center, basically. The place is gonna see more than 100, maybe 200 launches per year. That's the best year Kennedy Space Center ever had was, I think, 61 with over 200 launches in one year. And that's what Boca Chica is gonna crank out with Starships. It wasn't Saturn V's that they launched 200 of in 1961. That was smaller stuff, cruise missiles and all that kind of stuff. And if this works out, Boca Chica is gonna launch Starships in that frequency. This is gonna be the pumping heart of the global space industry. Like I said on an episode, this is something. It's crazy. And I don't know why, by the way, but stupid thingy here is constantly getting rid of the chat, so I'll have to turn it on all the time. Starhopper look a lot larger in person. Yeah, it does. The Starhopper is huge. This thing is gigantic. It is hard to fathom.
Did I want scale?
Yeah, go for scale. Sammy's gonna go for scale for you. Look at this. Let me zoom out. That's zoomed out all the way. There you go. Look at this. Wait, I'm panning up. That thing is huge, and he's standing next to the fence right now. That is something. That is the biggest flying trash can you'll ever see in your life. It looks like R2-D2 in my opinion. It's like crazy close to R2-D2, and it is huge. I have to tilt the camera up like crazy to get the top of this thing. It's hard to see on pictures. Yeah, water tower. Yeah, Sammy just crossed the road, so yeah, you can cross the road. There we go. I'm close. There's nobody keeping me from going close. Yeah. Look at this. I'm standing right next to it, basically. If I would jump over the fence, I would be touching it. You can get so close. It's incredible. They put it down on concrete stands here, as you can see. So these are pre-built for the Starhopper. And the third leg's there behind the cherry picker right now. And yeah, a lot of the plumbing is still left on the outside. A lot of it's got taken away, as you can see the really unnecessary metal pieces that were between the leg stands here. They got taken out. Yeah, I just got asked to move to the other side of the road, and I'm going to do that, of course. So it is. You're kind of able to cross the road for a second, but then they'll come up and tell you that you should go to the other side of the road, which is understandable because the site is really open. And I was approached by a security guard when we went to the Coco site. We of course went there too, and I was filming so you're going to see that on the episode. And then this white pickup truck pulled up on me. And the guy rolled down the window, and there was this ZZ Top beard style guy, really cool dude. And he looked at me, and I said, "Oh, I'm just this random YouTuber from Germany. Don't mind me. I'm filming for my audience." And he looked at me. He looked over his sunglasses and said, "Yeah, I know you. I watch your stuff." And that was so cool that even the security guard from SpaceX and Coco knew who I was. And I turned off the camera, had a nice chat with him. He didn't tell me too much though, which is understandable. And right now in Coco, there's basically nothing going on there. But it still is a full tank section sitting there with a nose cone and everything. And it is a majestic sight. We went there in the evening, and the evening sun was lighting up that tank section. And it's just incredible. Yeah, move along. Nothing to see here. Switching the camera again here to give you my face for a second. So yeah, we've had a lot of fun here in Australia, in the US, in Australia, in the US, and been greeted by many nice people. Surprisingly, a lot of people knew who I was, which I wasn't prepared for. And my phone's just telling me that I'm reaching my data limit, so the stream could be going away soon. All right, I've been streaming for a while now, so that should be... this Zoom is just incredibly stupid on this thing, but there we go. All right, I think I'm going to wrap it up now. Benno's here too. Very nice.
Benno.
Yeah, I've spent too much time with Australians. That's why I'm saying Australia. The Sammy is Australian. Benno is Australian. There's a lot of the people surrounding the channel are surprisingly Australians, and that's why I've had a blooper even on one of my episodes where I said something in Australian accent because I talked so much with Australians that it stuck to me. So that's something. I've been Australianized. Marcus is not here, and I'm trying to get him to do a trip with me together, which would be awesome in the future. I'm gonna, when I go to Australia, I'm definitely gonna visit him in Tassie, as the locals say. But that's gonna take some time. I don't know when I'm gonna make it down to Australia, but I want to because Rocket Ab is in New Zealand, which isn't too far away, and there are a lot of nice people down there supporting the channel. So I want to do a meetup there and maybe spend some time there with the family, and I'll give Maria Pointer a hug from you, no problem. I'll be seeing her tonight. I had an interview with Scott Manley before in the Netherlands, surprisingly. Really nice guy, had a lot of fun with him. Cool dude. I met Tim Dodd in Florida a few days ago, which is he's a very nice guy too. Chatted with him for 2 hours or so, and lots of fun. Scott Munley. Scott Munley. Scott Munley. Yeah, that's a nice guy. He definitely is. All right, so guys, I'm gonna wrap it up now. Thank you all for showing up. I'm gonna most likely do another live stream tomorrow. I don't know when, so look out for any notifications being sent out by YouTube, because it's gonna happen tomorrow. And thank you for joining me, as always. This is, if you ever have the time, if you're close by or if you're planning to visit the United States, do the thing I did. Go to Kennedy Space Center, spend a few days there, watch a launch, and then take a plane down through Houston to Boca Chica. It's definitely worth it. It is a majestic sight. Really, really cool. Thank you, Miko. Thank you, everyone. I haven't seen Elon. Nope. Maybe he's gonna show up at
I invited him.
Sammy invited him to the meetup. That would be something. So Elon, if you're watching this, I'm right here right now next to the hopper, and I'm gonna be in South Padre Island tonight, 5:30, at the place I can't remember the name of. And
Sea Ranch.
Sea Ranch, there we go. And show up. Elon wasn't there yesterday. Yeah, I know. All right, bye-bye guys. Thank you for showing up. I'm gonna do another live stream tomorrow with more data on my phone. And yeah, there you go. Bye. I don't know how to turn this off.
Bye! Bye!
Still live.